Yes, sir. What it do, gang? We live, we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know why I'm here, bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we do that, it's a lineup review. Going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate and talking about our thought process, what we did right, what we did wrong, so on and so forth. So if you're new to the channel, man, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button, man. Turn notification bells on so you can be here rocking with us every day when the videos drop, alright? And everyone in the sound of my voice, do me one small favor, one kind gesture. Please hit that like button for your boy, man. It goes a long way to helping a small channel grow, alright? Let's see if we can't get this one to 100 likes, alright? Let's get to it. Before we do that too, man. Shout out to my boy King James, man. All-time scoring leader. If y'all don't know, I am a LeBron James fan, and all I'm gonna say is, LeBron James haters, you gotta find a new argument. You can't come at me with that. He's not a scorer anymore. The man just became the all-time leading scorer in fewer games and fewer field goal attempts. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Find you a new argument, LeBron haters. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's get to the recap, man. Took a beating last night. Took an absolute beating across both sites. A little bit of unluckiness, a little bit of guys just not playing well. Let's talk about it. Starting lineup yesterday on DK was originally Sumner, Ingram, Bruce Brown. I had Patrick Williams and Anthony Davis. Switched off of Patrick Williams down to Torian Prince once we got that news. Kyle Anderson was out. That allowed me to get another pay up option like Zach LaVine in this lineup. This is the $27 single entry right here. So, I mean, very solid build as you can see. Very solid build, but just no dice for the kid over here. Cam Thomas got him switched in once we got the news that he was starting. I still left Edna Summon in here just because I felt like he was too cheap on DK. And the fact that even though Ben Simmons was starting, they've been playing with his minutes lately. And plus, it's still Ben Simmons. He can get in foul trouble. I thought it was no way Sumner don't still see 20 to 25 minutes off the bench. And I thought he was cheap enough to still leave in on DK. That's why I was okay leaving him in once he didn't get the start. But that's how that would go. But we also got Cam Thomas in, though. Just told you to switch to him. 87% on, just everybody, y'all. The kid just continues to ball offensively. Another 40-point game, man. He is flat out scoring the ball, man. They're going to have to raise his price, or you just going to have to keep playing him until Dinwiddie them get there. But 57 fantasy points for him, easy peasy. Brandon Ingram, everybody's other chalk play, 75% on. Just was too cheap. Gave you 45 fantasy points here against the Atlanta Hawks. Bruce Brown, we wanted to go to Bruce Brown, rolling the dice. Hopefully, we get the Jamal Murray news that he was out. We was correct. We got him out. Bruce Brown was getting the start. The only thing we didn't know was he's going to turn his ankle 3 minutes into the game. Straight to the locker room. He eventually came back out, but only ended up playing like 20 minutes, I think, man, as they didn't really need him as Denver blew Minnesota out of the water here. Just unlucky right there, man. Him rolling, like, he usually a solid play. Even if I was okay going to Brown here, even if Murray plays, because Brown's a pretty solid contributor off the bench as well. But once we got the start, I just figured we was sitting golden too at 17% on, man. But can't do anything about the injury and the blowout over here. Just got unlucky. Torian Prince, 26% on. I don't know how he don't get more minutes. Like, first of all, you get Kyle Anderson out. Then the guy in front of you that started, Nas Reed, gets into foul trouble. On top of that, it was a blowout. Like, how does Torian Prince not see more minutes than what he did, man? 10 fantasy points from him. Nobody on the Minnesota roster saw over like 22, 23 minutes. No one. So he just ran everybody out there. It was ridiculous. But at the center spot, finally got Valanciunas right here, right at 20% on. We knew he was going to see 20 to 25 minutes, and we knew he was going to give you something. The question is just the only question with Valanciunas every slate is how many minutes does he get? If he gets 30 plus minutes, he usually crushes. That's what we was rolling the dice on here at 5,700. Hopefully he could get closer to 30 minutes versus like 22 or 23 like he can play on you. He got solid minutes here and gave us a nice double-double here, 16.14 boards, man. 38 fantasy points for him at 5,700. We'll definitely take that. And then something, as I already said, man, I was okay leaving him in. Felt like he should see 20 to 25 minutes. He didn't. He only saw like 15. So he gave you 13 fantasy points in like 15 minutes. So if he get closer to the 25 minutes like I think he going to get, he easily give us a score worth having at 4,100. Zach LaVine, wanted to get to him with no DeRozan out here. I figured to be the him and Vooch show. It was just the Vooch show. LaVine did not show up. They got crushed here by the Grizzlies. Only 33 fantasy points for him at 60% on. And then AD, man, I know it was LeBron night. I know he was chasing the record. I know there's a possibility of him getting it. But all that being said, it's still the LeBron and AD show. And this was a great spot for him against the OKC Thunder, man. No real big down there. I thought he would just get down there and dominate down low, at least on the boards. And then look at the score you got. 133 to 130, man. Anthony Davis only 31 fantasy points, man. Just did not get it done for us here in this spot. So we will take the L over here on DraftKings. Let's look at FanDuel where we took another one. So, now this one, I just forgot to get over here and get Edmund Sumner out. Now this is just my bad right here. I did not, because he was too expensive. 5,300 on FanDuel, he was too expensive to have in your lineups and not be starting, man. I just did not get back in time to FanDuel, and I was doing so much with my DraftKings lineup, I couldn't even get back to FanDuel and get them out. But 38% on, only 13 fantasy points. Got to some Jalen Brunson as well going against Orlando Magic. He gave us 40. He was just okay. Cam Thomas, of course, once again, 46% on. He's just going to keep crushing. And like I said, until Dinwiddie get there or whatever the case may be. Kobe White, 28% on. Just trying to get a little different guy once DeRozan was out. We knew Kobe White. He gets solid minutes off the bench. Maybe he could see a little more in this spot. Didn't quite have it. Only 9 fantasy points for him. Dasumu was the guy to have over there. Franz Wagner, of course, at 17%. We were just looking for those middling guys. There wasn't a lot of value to start out the slate yesterday. So Franz Wagner at 6K gave us 29 fantasy points. He was okay. Brandon Ingram, of course, very solid for us. Xavier Tillman here. Solid minutes, but just did not get it done. Vooch was having his way down there, man. Keeping him off the glass. As you can see, only 2 boards. 11 fantasy points. Xavier Tillman really hurt this lineup. Patrick Williams hurt it as well. We just wanted to get to Patrick Williams as he's a guy that's been seeing big minutes all season, and he's played well with DeRozan in the lineup. He done gave you some 30-point fantasy games. I knew it was a guy nobody really would look to, as you saw Derrick Jones getting a lot of ownership and stuff like that. A lot of times you can look at some of those other pieces when the star is out. With DeRozan out, I figured he could get a few more shots, maybe a little more usage, but didn't quite work out for us. Only 19 points for him. And then Jokic, of course, 12% on, gave 63 fantasy points over here. So didn't quite get it done on FanDuel as well, man. Rough night overall. But we got another monster slate tonight. Now, tonight and tomorrow night, I'm going to go on a little light. Probably 1 or 2 lineups on both sides. I'm going a little light. Normally I do like 5 or 6 across both sides. It's probably a 1 lineup, 2 lineup night for me to get, because that trade deadline is approaching. You can get stuff today. You definitely going to have stuff tomorrow, man. It could get wonky on you. So that with the combination of me having to work, I'm going to take it light tonight. But I got this starting 5 queued up for y'all. Let's talk about it, gang. At the top, I definitely think you can get back to Jordan Poole, 7,100. Still like this price on him. No Steph Curry. Now, you know what it is with Jordan Poole, man. It's feast or famine. If that shot is falling, he in for a good one. He gonna keep letting them fly. But if he has an off night, it's gonna probably be rough on you. As you know, he's mainly a scorer over here. Although he did have a lot of assists last time, I hope that trend continues and he can facilitate more stepping into that Steph Curry role. We'll have to see, but he's definitely a solid play. Probably gonna be a little chalky on this slate today. At the shooting guard, I like some Tyler Hero, 7,500. Great matchup going against the Indiana Pacers. All these Heat starters are still playing big minutes, man. They still kind of short-handed over there. Give me Tyler Hero. Should see 35-plus minutes in this spot. If the Pacers can keep it close, I like Tyler Hero as a guy that can fill up the stat sheet for you. At the small forward, you seen him, the thumbnail, the Ant-Man, man. Give me Anthony Edwards, 9,900. One of those awkward price guys over here on DK. I know nobody's really going to get to him, but I like Anthony Edwards in this spot. I like Minnesota in this spot. Sidebar, man, if you sports betting, I take Minnesota plus the points here. 3.5. I don't know how Utah is favored in this spot. I really don't. Unless it was somebody gonna sit out, but I don't see that happening because, like I told you, none of those Minnesota guys played more than 22 minutes last night. So I'm not worried about the second night of a back to back here. I'm probably betting the Minnesota Timberwolves plus 3.5 here. Like I said, unless something come out after that 130 shoot around that Edwards is out or something. I like the Minnesota Timberwolves plus the point, and I like Anthony Edwards here. 9-9. This Timberwolves team has been playing very well, man. Very well over the past few games. Outside of an awkward loss to the Magic, they've beaten solid Western Conference foes. Give me Anthony Edwards at 9,900, man. Know he's gonna be low on today. I think he leads the Minnesota Timberwolves to another victory here against his Jazz team. At the power forward, I don't mind getting Aaron Naismith here, 4,300. It's not a lot of value right now. We still waiting on news. We're gonna need something to open up, but I don't mind getting back to Naismith here. I know he finally let everybody down last game after playing 3 or 4 solid ones, but that should keep the ownership lower on him right here, especially in this tough matchup against the Miami Heat. But at 4,300. He could drop you 30 fantasy points, man. Don't forget how well he was playing. The reason why his price is coming up and why everybody was going to him before that last little dud he had. I don't mind getting back to him. I know the ownership is going to be lower on him, especially if we I will move off of him if some better value open up. But as the slate sits right now, I like Naismith on DraftKings, man. And at the center, going back to my boy Zubac. He got it done for us the other night. I'm going right back to him, man. Looking like he locked in about 30 minutes. So if he can get 30 minutes, man, he's definitely a double-double. He definitely has solid double-double potential. And definitely, I done told y'all, pick on them Dallas Mavericks down low. No real presence on the inside, man. He could have a big one on the boards, maybe 15 points, about 13 boards from him. If he can throw in 2 or 3 blocks, we definitely sitting pretty right here at 5,700. I like getting Ivica Zubac at the center position. So there you have it, man. Your starting 5 on DraftKings: Jordan Poole, Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Aaron Naismith, and Ivica Zubac. Let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking over there. At the top, man, I'm loving these FanDuel prices, man. I'm building monsters over here on FanDuel. I'm telling you, it's going to get ugly, man. At the point guard, I like James Harden at the top. 9,300. I know it's a tough defensive matchup against the Boston Celtics, but this is probably going to be the best game on the night, man. I definitely want to see this. Both teams at just about at full strength. The Celtics are missing Marcus Smart still, but should get Jaylen Brown back tonight. I like them going at it right here. They're going to need, I think it's a 4-point spread. Embiid ain't gonna be able to get it done by himself, man. I like getting a little James Harden tonight. He gonna have to step up, maybe a little more scoring from him as well. I'm gonna like his prop bet over his points, man. Give me some James Harden 9,300. That being said, Jaylen Brown being back 8,600. I take the little mini game stack. Give me a run back with Jaylen Brown. I like this price tag. He gonna come to play, man. Provided he's in the game, he's probable. He should be. He's my type of guy, man. I tell you, Jaylen Brown, my type of guy all the time. Fills up the stat sheet, and if he gets hot offensively, he going to give you a big number. I like getting Jaylen Brown this matchup against the 76ers. Then at the small forward, the thumbnail, you knew he was going to be here. 9,100 over here. Definitely give me the Ant-Man, man. It's the matchup. It's everything. Him and D'Angelo Russell have been leading this Timberwolves team to wins. I expect him to continue to do it here against this Jazz defense that is nowhere to be found, man. Give me Anthony Edwards at 9,100. At the power forward spot, I like some Kelly Olynyk. I like Kelly Olynyk at 4,900. Give me a little run back here to this Minnesota Jazz game. Should be a fast-paced game, up and down. Olynyk, if he's going to get to 30 minutes like he's gotten the last couple games, I like him here. Olynyk, if you've been playing DFS for a while, If you haven't been, I'm going to tell you, Olynyk is capable of dropping a 50 burger. He's done it on multiple occasions. He can take down a slate for you. So if Kelly Olynyk gets in the groove and gets to feeling it, man, he can have a nice performance for you here. Like I said, I like this game as a whole, man. No real Jazz defense. Outside of Kessler at the rim, that's cool. I take Anthony Edwards shooting more threes. That's an even bigger fantasy performance, especially over there on DK. But Anthony Edwards, Kelly Olynyk, I like this game environment right here, man. Especially with the Jazz being favored. I don't know where that come from, but we're going to see. If it's a close game, Anthony Edwards is for sure going to ball. At the center, staying with Ivica Zubac, $6K, $300 more expensive. But like I said, he just pretty much been locked into 30 minutes as of late. I don't see him getting any foul trouble with nobody down there from Dallas to really worry about. I'm expecting a nice double-double from him. And hopefully we definitely get at least 2 or 3 blocks with them being 3 points over here on FanDuel. Man, there you have it. Just starting five for FanDuel. Ibaka, Zubac, Kelly Olynyk, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, and James Harden, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They definitely going to be in mine. It's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's get it.